A lot of Alex Smith. Is he a legitimate, sizable upgrade over Matt Castle for the Chiefs?
You know, that he is, especially with the offense that he's running. He's going to come into a system to where he knows the verbiage. He knows how to run the system. He knows how to get the ball out with the progressions that the West Coast offense will offer and what Andy Reid's offense will offer. He's not the downfield guy, but he is the intermediate slant curl type guy. The issue is going to be how good a coach is Andy Reid, honestly, because there have been some very good coaches that have come through. Norv Turner, and I know there's always a lot of talk about all the different offensive coordinators, but Mike Marks, Norv Turner, Mike McCarthy, all of these guys were coaches of Alex, and they've done pretty well with other quarterbacks, even in their first year with these guys. No one could do anything with Alex Smith until Jeep Chris and Greg Roman got their hands on him. All the talk is about Jim Harbaugh, and yes, of course, he's the head coach and his hand is in there, but the guys that are with him every day, his quarterback coach, Jeep Chris, and his offensive coordinator, Greg Roman, were the guys that actually got him into a rhythm and got him playing well. Can Andy Reid do that? Can he get him to where he is efficient like that? Because it only happened when those are the only guys that have ever had him playing that way. As
usual, I wholeheartedly agree with Eric Davis. If you take a step back, you want to know who the Chiefs drafted first? It was Andy Reid, and Alex Smith is going to be the test of Andy Reid. I think that this is a sizable upgrade. I think it makes a lot of sense. West Coast quarterback, West Coast team. No one's going to accuse Alex Smith of being John Elway, and you don't need him here. All he has to do is play adequate football and not turn the ball over. If you look at Castle versus Alex Smith through their first 8 games, one guy had 17 turnovers, the other guy had 13 touchdowns against 5 picks and had 104 passer rating, a 70% completion rating. I still think there was considerable upside for Alex Smith as a winner of ball games. Again, he's not going to be John Elway, but I think that he can win games here, and he is surrounded with some talent.
He is going to have to win games. The one thing I do disagree with you on right there is where you said all he has to do is be adequate. No, he has
better than that.
He has to make plays from that position. That was one of the issues. That was why they went out and drafted another quarterback for the 49ers, is because they needed him to make plays from that position.
On a team with Super Bowl aspirations,
yes.
The Chiefs trying to be relevant again, different prism.
Yeah, he better be an upgrade. If he's not, or what they had in Matt Castle, there's big problems. You know, it's interesting what Danny just said, how 50% of the people see it, as an exciting thing, and 50% of the people say another retread. Well, I think that's kind of how I feel on this right now, but I do think that Alex Smith is an upgrade. He's young, and he's hot. I mean, he's a guy although he didn't finish the season as a starter, he's playing with confidence now. He finally broke through and knows that he can make plays. He's not a dynamic player, but he's an athletic quarterback who can run, so they can do certain things with their offense because of his mobility. He is accurate, or shown to be accurate under the right system, and what Andy Reid does with his offense, quarterbacks can be accurate. And look, Andy Reid has gotten the best out of guys like Kevin Kolb and A.J. Philly and Jeff Garcia.
And Michael Vick.
Yeah, and Michael Vick. So
he has, but he's also had Michael Vick was the same guy as the turnover machine as well. So that's the point that I'm trying to make, Steve, that how good a coach is Andy Reid? Because Greg Roman and Jeep Chris were able to call games and have him playing at an efficient rate to where now you were saying things like he's accurate, that he can run an offense, and nobody was saying that before.
No, that's the one thing we better not forget, is before Roman and these guys got their hands on Alex Smith, he was a guy nobody thought could win ball games. So this is a real litmus test for what's going to happen in Kansas City, because, things could fall right off the cliff again, and Kansas City's right back where it was after the season.
Well, there weren't a lot of options out there, so bottom line, this was the best option for Kansas City at this point.
And they could forsake that second-round pick because they're talented in a lot of other positions.